can't begin to imagine what they would be, though. Like, if we think about each class... What are the classes? Barbarian? Like, what's missing for Barbarian right now? You have IK, which is kind of like your generalist set. You've got Leapquake. That takes care of, like, your earthen fantasy type stuff. You've got Whirlwind, obviously. The Whirlwind Fantasy, and Raycore for charge. So what else is left? Frenzy? Frenzy that's not Thorns. So some sort of like generator type of set. A set that works with their because there are items already that support generators, right? Like there's that power that gives you all the runes of Frenzy. There's the one that allows you to go to 10 stacks of Frenzy. So like some of the legendary supports already there. There's the bracers that help you heal from your generators. So yeah, maybe a generator set would be interesting for Barb. Sword and Board. Something that, oh yeah, that'd be cool too. It's like a Frenzy thing. I guess that might be two separate ideas, because I was going to say Sword and Board could be cool with Frenzy, but Frenzy is like, you want to really drive home the attack speed thing, and dual wielding is, 100% going to do that. But you could have a set that gives you like a bonus for equipping a shield, or makes you want to equip a shield. I feel like that might not be a thing though, because it feels like the shield fantasy is the Crusaders, So they might not want to push that too forward on the Barb, but maybe. Hey, Sparks is here. What's up? Rend set. Yeah, Rend is kind of covered with WW already. So yeah, I like the idea of Frenzy. Alright, so let's move to Crusader then. Crusader, I've already told you my wishes. Fist of the Heavens! Fist of the Heavens! I want a Fist of the Heavens set for Crusader so badly. Maybe it could be like a heavenly set, right? Like some sort of heavenly set that buffs Fist of the Heavens, it buffs Heaven's Fury, so that your like Holy Shotgun could have a new home potentially. We need more Fist of the Heavens legendary powers to help with that too. Like obviously you have the Dark Light, you've got the Court of the Righteousness or whatever that belt's called, but it needs multipliers. But obviously whatever the set powers are could super help it out too. What other skills? Viable Z-Stater. I feel like they're not going to create any sets that would just push forward support though. Like there might be sets where you would wear them and they would help support, but I don't think you're going to have a set that says be a support. That kind of hasn't really been a thing. Oh, Phalanx! Phalanx needs love for sure. That was like a lot of people's favorite skill for a while. Yeah, I would say I'd like the idea of Phalanx. So I guess maybe it's either include that as well, or it would be a different direction to take the set, like more pet-based perhaps. Because like Phalanx Stampede was big for a while. In like Season 1, Season 2, Crusader. But just in general, like, the Bowman, I love the Bowman rune on Phalanx, that'd be sick if there was some assistance for that. Fist of the Heavens nostalgia from D2, yep, that's true. A universal set that turns every class into Archon Wizard, oh my goodness. Commander set. Yeah, no start date for Season 18 yet. I guess that's probably coming later this week then. Alright, Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, I've told you my wishes as well, right? Chakram. Chakram set. Please. Everyone loves Chakram so much. It's such a sick skill. I would love if they put some support in for that. What other directions could they take things? Because I would have said previous to that Rapid Fire was also a skill that was unloved, but that definitely got some love this season. So that, I mean, it could still get full set support, but it kind of slots into like Nats and stuff as the general buff set. And obviously there's the Legacy of Dreams version. I think Chakram's pretty good. Like, all the other skills are kind of covered. Multi-shot's covered. Cluster arrows covered. A pet set for Demon Hunters. I mean, you kind of already have that with Marauders, though. Marauders is like your companion set, you know? You get all your companions, you get your sentries, like it's your surrounded by stuff set. I think Chakram feels like the obvious choice. There's a lot that's already been worked on, but it's still interesting to see what people want or think needs more love. Could inform some other things to work on, like additional legendary powers. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'll take all this ideas, all this. Oh, elemental air. Oh, the return of Crusader shot. How about that? How about an elemental arrow setup? You can see Crusader shot come back to glory. Slow blue orbs, the blue balls, the return of the blue balls. Oh, traps, that's true. We still have traps that don't really do anything. There's like a rune for the traps, for Spike Trap, that's like activated from your spender. Oh, but I guess because I was just trying to think like if you had like Elemental Arrow, but if you're using Crusader Shot, it doesn't spend anymore. I'm gonna say maybe you have like a combo trapped Elemental Arrow. You could do it with Chakram though. You could do, oh actually that kind of feeds into the whole like assassin thing. Drop some traps, activate your traps with Chakram, some synergy type stuff there. There's a lot of grenade based builds, but not so many rocket based builds. Although you have a lot of skills that have rockets. So you could get a legendary power for them. That's true. Like, you have ballistics that buffs up rockets quite a bit, and there are a decent amount of rocket stuff. There's like a rockets rune for vengeance. Rockets on arsenal multi-shot. That could be something, yep. Marauder Sentry Chakram. That's true. But it's not super powerful. Maybe Chakram just needs legendary powers as well too, and you could run it out of Sentry. But I would like to see it separated from sentries, personally. That's my own, like, bias, because I'm not a big sentry player. Bolas. Make Elemental Arrow viable for the different runes. I wonder if you could create something that would give you all Elemental Arrow runes. That sounds crazy, sounds messy. Chakram would push enemies away. Oh, that'd be interesting. So you could like basically like plant yourself and then just like keep pushing stuff. Could be interesting. Strafe. Oh, Strafe. Strafe is another thing too. Strafe has some supporting items. People like that skill a lot too, for the same reason they like Whirlwind. That one could use some more love too. I think Strafe kind of has a home in Nats, but it's obviously not super great. So yeah, I guess there's a few directions the Demon Hunter thing could go. I think ultimately I would love to see Traps Chakram. I like that combination idea quite a bit. Chakram goes through the walls too, yeah. Lawn Fan of Knives, yeah, but it's just there as a tool to like. It's not a damage dealer, you know. So you probably want to see a damage dealing sentry or whatever skill we were just talking about. Strafe. All right, Monk. What do you guys want from Monk? I'm trying to think. Well, obviously, there's a lot of Wave of Light right now. There is pet support with Innas. You've got Generator covered with Raiment. And 7-sided strikes covered with Uliana. Make EP great again? I feel like EP's kind of already stuck in Uliana's though, right? Monk already has a lot of its skills covered. It really does. Are there any other exciting Monk skills? They kind of run the gamut already. Dashing Strike. Oh, Tempest Rush! A Tempest Rush? Oh, that's so hard to say. Say that 10 times fast. A Tempest Rush set. People like Tempest Rush too. I feel like there's always, whenever like I'm talking to Monk friends, they're like, I'm gonna make Tempest Rush work, and then it just like doesn't. There's a couple items for it already. So you could get kind of like a speed build, a WW-esque build. Lawn LTK! Whenever I see LTK, I always put Lawn before it. Lashing Tail Kick. Lashing Tail Kick technically does have a home. Anywhere that Wave of Light has a home, technically LTK has a home too. But LTK definitely needs love. I don't know if it's worthy enough, or if it makes enough sense for it to get its own set. Personally, I'd like that, because I'm super biased. I love LTK. That's kind of true about monks, though. They have a lot of coverage already. They have a lot of generalist sets, I guess, and then they have the specifics to cover the more niche stuff, like generating and seven-sided strike. You know what skill no one uses? What's that skill? Sweeping Wind. Although I guess that's kind of tied to Sun Wuko's. Do you remember early in the monk days you'd have Sweeping Wind with the little like cyclone, the blue tornadoes? That was always very pleasing. It gets used in the generator build? Oh. Tempest Rush with Deadly Reach generator. Cyclone Strike with a pull? That sounds interesting. Juliana is currently boost EP slightly more than Lawn. It would be nice for something that was just focused on a huge explosion. Okay. Could be interesting. Alright, so Monk's kind of interesting. It's got there's some potential there. What about Necro? Necro doesn't have any 7-piece sets, so that would be maybe the first thing. Is it the next set should be a 7-piece set? If they want to move away from restricting them to just the 6 pieces. Oh yes, Death Nova. 100% agree. A Death Nova set would be amazing. I would be so down. Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead's in what? Rathma, right? But it's like not used at all. It's not like a damage skill. Or technically, I guess it's supposed to be in the Rathma set, but it's like not, right? A poison AoE type of build. That could work with, because Death Nova has, what, the Blight skill? It has a few poison runes on it, I think. So you could just maybe have a set that's more thematically around poison, which I think, like, Pestilence was supposed to be. And that would kind of work into that Nair's Creeping Black Death, or whatever it's called. That one that buffs poison skills. So there's already kind of, like, poison builds that exist. A skeleton build that's not just mages. Oh, you know what? Revive. Revive isn't used at all. And I remember Blizzard saying it was like a super expensive skill for them to make. Maybe maybe just like a crazy menagerie pet build. Where you would use Revive, you'd use like non-skeletal mage skeletons, you'd use the golem. Just some crazy pet stuff. That could be interesting. I see some Revive in chat. Corpse Explosion. That's true too, right? Corpse Explosion, there's like I could have sworn there was a speed build for it at some point. Corpse Explosion is another one. So maybe just like more corpse manipulation type set with Revive, Corpse Explosion. That could be a direction to take things. Poison Necro, I'll see a lot of poison. Oh, Bone Spirit. That's like a big damage skill that doesn't get used at all. So there's I guess if you look at the Necro, there's a lot of skills that aren't used right now, huh? There's a lot of room for sets to focus around. Revive monsters use their inherent abilities? That sounds like a lot of change. I don't know if that would happen. That would be sick though, it'd be pretty PogChamp. Get spinners and it's GG. Oh god. Corpse Explosion's the go-to for leveling. Grim Scythe or Bone Spirit. Yeah, there's the Bone Spirit in Pestilence. But that's different from the Bone Spirit, like the big thing that seeks out enemies. A curse set. I feel like you could have that as like a activator for a set or something like that, right? Because you'd have like your Dainty's Binding to give you your defense with curse, but you could also have like as part of an activator within your set, cursed enemies, you know, give you blah blah blah. Reduce essence cost or increase damage, like to go with the passive, things like that. Okay. So I feel like there's a lot of room for Necro. I think most importantly would be the Necro getting a 7-piece set, and then whatever theme it has. There's a lot of potential. I like the idea personally of a full pet thing, and potentially a corpse thing. I think focusing on corpses could be a good thematic. Poison also sounds good too. Yeah, there's a lot of potential there. All right, Witch Doctor. Yo, I kind of like zombie bears. How do you guys feel about zombie bears? I want to see the return of those. That was like early Witch Doctor days. Right now for Witch Doctor we have coverage in pets with Zuni, spirit type stuff with Jade, so like your Haunt, your Locust Swarm, dots basically are covered. Helltooth is like your generalist set, and then Arakir's what? Pets? Spiders? What is Arakir's thematic? I don't really know. But zombie bears. Spirit Barrage. So like moving Spirit Barrage from being just like a Legacy of Nightmares thing. I guess it's not even really used either, right? Like the go-to Legacy of Nightmares type thing, Legacy of Dreams is Dagger of Darts right now. So Spirit Barrage Love in general would be good. A zombie build. Oh, I like that actually. So like Grasp of the Dead, Zombie Charger, Wall of Death. Oh, Sacrifice. Oh, remember Sacrifice with the 0 cooldown dogs? What if they? Oh wow. You know, in the same way they were like Mordek's Brace is like fine to bring back now. What if they finally bring back 0 cooldown zombie dogs with Sacrifice? Like the return of old builds being enabled. That could be fun. That could be interesting. Maybe it's time. I like the idea of a Spirit Barrage set. It's such a like, I remember watching that build and it was so satisfying to see people play it. So Spirit Barrage support could be good. Fire Bats. Oh yeah, Arakir's Fire Bats. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you know what? From NEYE in chat, that's what Witch Doctors need most of all, is a actual like very solid speed farm set. Because I feel like that's the thing that they've always lacked, is the ability to speed farm particularly well. And obviously you have the chicken stuff, but I think they need more. I think that would be a good... I don't know if you want to relegate their set to just being a speed farm set, but maybe that could be a part of it. It could enable some kind of really good speed farm, right? That's not a bad idea. You would need a minus X seconds to ability. I mean, they could just put it into the set, though. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a fix. It could be something that the set grants. Got the autocast Locust Swarm, but it's not good enough. Maybe that's something to get buffed, potentially. Oh, that's what I would like to see. Acid Cloud. I would love support for Acid Cloud. That was one of my favorite skills when I first played Witch Doctor. It's got such good AoE coverage. It's like a fun to use skill. But literally beyond 70, I think not even up on the journey to 70 do people use it. I love Acid Cloud though. I would like to see support for that. Maybe Witch Doctor could get the poison set. I guess you'd have to choose. It couldn't happen for both classes, right? Because that would be kind of awkward. But if Necro doesn't get, like, if that's not the next Necro set, then that could be something for Witch Doctor. set to focus on the mimics. So Decay, Spirit Barrage, and Acid Cloud together. There's a few ideas there. I think my favorite so far is support for like zombie type stuff, like Grasp of the Dead, Zombie Charger. There's a good thematic there. I like the idea of something that helps speed farm for Witch Doctors, and I like Acid Cloud, just as my own personal thing. And then the idea of helping out Spirit Barrage seems interesting if I didn't say that yet. I feel like Blizzard Apocalypse are the same skill I used to love to use, but swapped out in favor of actual damage. Poison Dart set. I don't even know if you really need one though, since Dagger Darts has a good home in Legacy of Dreams now. Alright guys, we've made it to Wizard. What are your dreams for Wizard? I've seen some people say support for Blizzard. Like, not the company, the skill. First thing that comes to mind would be like an Energy Twister thing. Imagine the return of Energy Twister. Some sort of Twister set. Black Hole. Hydra. Blizzard and Twister. So maybe like a destruction type set. Like a natural disaster set. Blizzards and tornadoes. Disintegrate. We've got Disintegrate, Ray of Frost. The return of Critical Mass? I don't know if that one's coming back. Some sort of set with Black Hole. Dream for Wizards. You play it and stake with it and love her like she deserves to be loved. You memester. Delete Wizard. Support for Blizzard. Every time that you cast it just sends positive forum posts. Oh my gosh. That'd be some nice integration. It just makes a Twitter post for you and you don't even have Twitter. Blizzard's great. God, I love these forums. That's really funny. Hydra. So technically right now you have what? Serpent Sparker. That's really it for Hydra support, right? There could be something interesting that like activates off of Hydra. Like a Hydra Blizzard sort of thing. Pets. I feel like the Wizard doesn't have many pets. It's like basically just Hydra. Just anything anti-Archon. I feel that for sure. Hydra Lightning Wizard. I feel like Archon covers Lightning Wizard. Poison Hydra. Could have a seasonal bonus that just buffs all poison skills. Some classes don't have poison skills though. Frost Nova Hydra Helmet. Oh, okay. Your Hydra casts your Black Hole? Oh my god. What the hell? Now we're talking. Just imagine a bunch of black holes everywhere. Oh man, that sounds like an epic Wizard set. That sounds like the Wizard stays OP. Wizard has a lot of coverage already though, right? DMO kind of covers your slow time stuff, your frozen orb stuff. Archon is Archon, or Varus is Archon. What else do Wizards have? Talrasha is like your generalist set, your elemental set. And Firebird's your fire stuff. That's not full coverage though. Like that does still leave Blizzard out in the cold. Good joke, Steve. Good job, Leviathan. Hydra is still out there. Black Hole. It's like always a support skill. Yeah, there are still a decent amount of Wizard skills. Is there channeling stuff? Oh, that's Etch Sigil. Etch Sigil. Because someone had mentioned Disintegrate before. There are a lot of channeling skills for Wizards as well. I don't know, I feel like you could go a bunch of different ways for a fifth Wizard set. I think my personal vote is towards Blizzard. Because it's such a, like, iconic skill, even reaching back to D2. But it just has no place currently. Oh, actually, no, it'd be great. Remember, originally with Wizard, it was Blizzard and Hydra. That was like how you played Wizard back in vanilla D2 or D3. If we brought support for that back, that'd be cool. You could sprinkle Black Hole support in there too. Nice ice build. Yeah, some sort of cold support. Some cold set type thing. Deep Winter. Ooh, look at that, we already got a name. Deep Winter set. You can see the servers lagging out and crashing. I mean, that shouldn't be a thing that prevents you from designing stuff though, right? Or from imagining stuff. Don't worry about the technicalities. Have cool ideas first and then let the cool ideas work themselves out. Don't worry about the mechanics and everything later. Call the set Wizard. Wizard. Oh my god. Heaven's Vanguard? That sounds pretty cool too. Blizzards that spawn twisters? I like the natural disaster thing. Blizzard Twister. Alright. So there's another, there's another like collection of videos and ideas and stuff. We can upload that too. That's pretty cool, guys. Definitely keep the ideas coming, because like the last part of the post was saying, you know, they want the feedback, they want the community to get credit for coming up with ideas and stuff, so we have lots of them, clearly. Keep the ideas flowing, man. We have a lot to talk about now, because the future is open, it's bright. We have a bright future ahead of us. The day after tomorrow set. There'll be some Game of Thrones references. I could totally see that for sure.